invite Dr. Jiji Sally Varughese on the screen. Ma'am, good evening, and screen is yours. Please go.
Good evening, everyone in US. What a wonderful day to have a conversation of entrepreneurship, because you are on a Labor Day weekend, right? This is the perfect time for you to have a paradigm shift and think about it, how long you want to be an employee or when you want to be entrepreneur. Perfect time to think on a Labor Day, right? As you plan about cooking tomorrow or cook out, think about it. Because I did, took a step the same, and I'm enjoying it. Of course, I didn't leave my job. I'm still working, doing my business. I'm doing my job and handling everything together. So I came to this in almost like last month of May. I started becoming a part of IndusViva team. The reason I came is Mr. Anil Kumar K is a best friend of mine, who ended up introducing this to me, because I've been coughing whenever I talk to him, and he could hear me a word. Especially, he's back home, so I send voice messages. That's how we talk the most. So whenever I leave a voice message, he have no clue what I said. Then he have to, ask me back and forth. And he was like, if you want to talk to me, you better start this medicine. I'm like, oh, I don't know which one to pick, right? And should I stop talking or should I take the medicine? Because I'm with a family, and I don't want to, I don't want to disrespect him. So I kind of try to ask him more about it. That way I can respectfully say, no, I cannot take it. That way, because I'm someone with cardiac disease, I have chronic bronchitis, chronic emphysema, and I have acid reflux, and I have gastroparesis. I know everybody are not in the medical field, so it's like basically my stomach doesn't move down unless I take medications before I eat. I have to take some medicine 30 minutes before I eat, otherwise I'll vomit and make the whole place mess. I cannot put anything down, and I have acid reflux because I cannot eat. This acid coming in the belly, it's coming up, and acid reflux is there. On top of that, I cannot breathe. I have to use 4 pillows, and I use 4 times a day breathing treatment, and I have heart surgeries in the past. And also I have diabetes, the worst diabetes, like a maxed out on even the strongest insulin available. So I was at the verge of starting an insulin pump on my body. That's the point. But he apparently, he didn't know the whole depth of the mess that I'm in. He was just, by the cough, he was just suggesting. And I'm like, let me get all my list and have a pity party and tell him that I cannot take it. So I took information about iVed and tried to compare all my medications and everything. Did a real research to say no. But guess what? It turned out like I called them and said, oh, how do I buy it again? Right? So I ended up buying because I could not find any side effect. Then I thought, okay, how about I just try it? It may not be effective, but let me try it. That was my attitude when I said. But I finished 1.5 bottle, amazing results. Right now I stopped after 1.5 bottle, I was able to stop all my medications, because after like half a bottle itself, I started seeing the symptoms are relieving me. So I cut down my medications to the point by 1.5 bottles, stopped all my medicine except twice a day insulin. My hemoglobin A1C, otherwise my diabetic level came down really fabulously down, that my doctor himself said, don't take your insulin. And I'm still taking precaution-wise twice a day, but hopefully one of these days I'll be like completely insulin free. I don't know when, but it could be. But I don't want you guys to just go ahead, stop your insulin, stop anything. No, I'm doing that because of my professional background. So go by 100% by your doctor's suggestion, and don't do anything what your doctors don't say. But I'm guaranteeing you this will give you results. But it is not a medicine; it is a dietary supplement. But trust me, take it. You will have fabulous results. And I kind of become a business person for this, right? So now somebody else asked me, so I own a school here for nurses. But somebody asked me like, oh, now you propagate more about iVed than your business. I'm like, is that what you think? But it looks like it is, right? I'm becoming star finder. I'm kind of have a fabulous team. Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity. I know